Hello Union, it's tea time. All of us in the studio would like to welcome you to Tea Time, a variety show created and produced by college students about pop culture, talent, and anything relevant to this day and age. As always, I'm your host Steven, and I'm joined by my good friend and co-host, Sincere, who you'll get to see in just a few moments. We have an excellent show planned for you guys today. Our special guest Joe is going to give you all a performance you probably won't forget. Our friends Zach and Nicole have taken to the streets once again, and this time they're looking for Astro fans to see if there are any left. And our other good friend Gabe played Jumbo Jenga for the first time, and I can't wait to see how he made out. Let's jump right in and see what's happening now with our first segment, Deja Brew. Sincere, over to you.
Thanks, Steven. All right, guys, now it's time for a little deja brew. This is the tea you need to know in pop culture this week. So, I guess Netflix is becoming like cable television because they keep releasing programs that make you want to wait for new episodes. First, The Circle. Now, Love is Blind, a 3-week event. New episodes every Thursday? Only 5 out of 10 episodes are available as of this week. Listen, Netflix. My buddy pays $16 a month for me to watch every episode of any show whenever I want. You tell me who's going to watch a show where single people get engaged before meeting in person? Honestly, probably me, because that sounds like a mess. And I can't help myself. In other news, The Weeknd has announced the release of his newest album, After Hours. Complete with 14 songs, it's set to drop on March 20th. The Weeknd's last album, Starboy, was released almost 4 years ago. So his fans are really hyped for his new music by a 30-year-old R&B singer and songwriter. He's already released 3 singles from it. The title song, which was met with much success, After Hours, Heartless, and Blinding Lights. I personally have high hopes for the album, so I can't wait to hear it. Lastly, some very tragic news broke out this week about the death of the rising rap star Bashar Jackson, more properly known as Pop Smoke. 20-year-old Jackson's Hollywood home was invaded by a group of people, one of which wore a mask and fatally shot Jackson. Multiple suspects fled the scene and still have not been found. Investigators thought that they may have been targeted as either a famous musician or in connection to a gang. Not only was Jackson signed with Republic Records, but he was released his second mixtape, Meet the Woo 2, which debuted number 7 on the Billboard Top 200 list. Many renowned hip-hop artists have expressed their grief on social media, like 50 Cent, which said, "No such thing as success without jealousy. Treachery comes from those who are close." RIP. We here on Tea Time wish nothing but peaceful vibes to those who are grieving the tragic loss. Well, that's all the pop culture we have for the guys this week. Tune in next time on Deja Brew.
When we adopt a shelter pet, we discover they're a unique mix of all kinds of things.
There it is. Keep going with it. Leo.
They're a little bit of a lot of things, but they're all pure love.
So there you are, shuffling through a stack of resumes and you come to mine. This is it, first impression, my way in. But can my resume show you how I truly stand out? Like that I was studying, going to night school while working 2 jobs just to help my parents pay for groceries. Or being the first one to always step up. No, that's something you just can't put on paper. Look beyond the resume and discover new ways to develop great talent that is dedicated, hardworking, and determined like me.
You can achieve a lot using your imagination. I mean, I don't like to brag, but... Wait, who's that? And why is she all over these achievements?
Growing up where I did, a lot of things could have gotten in the way of my goals, but I learned to push through, and that's what I bring to work every day.
Hello again, it's Teach Time, and today I'll be giving you 3 life hacks that will make your life a little easier. Are you tired of spending time shuffling through your entire key ring, trying desperately to find the one key that you actually need? Well, you can stop stressing because there's actually an easy solution to that. You can use any type of nail polish to your color code and simply find the most important key you have on your key ring, slide it up like this, put a little dot, or you could put any pattern. You don't have to be artsy. This little hack is not only easy, but will save you some time the next time you need to find your most important key. Next life hack will help you be a bit more organized when traveling. It's perfect for your carry-on or if you're just traveling in general. All you have to do is find an extra pair of a sunglass case that you can't find in your house and simply put any personal belongings, whether it be a cord, a pen, makeup, and boom. Unorganization is a thing in the past. The last tip I have for you guys today is not only for organization, but it's also to help you remember everything you need for the week. This is a weekly schedule that you can easily make with just a piece of paper and a couple of Post-it notes. Who needs a calendar when you could just simply get all these little home supplies and just write whatever you need to be doing throughout the day? Just like that. You could keep it minimal or have some fun and decorate the schedule however you want, just like this. You can use it to write important activities, so that way you don't forget about any of them and to keep track of the chores you need to do that week. This is something that is really helpful and easy to make, and what's better than that? Best thing about it is that you can reuse it as well. Reuse, recycle. Those are the life hacks I have for you today. Next week, I'll have even more tips to help you make your life just that much easier. Well, we'll be right back with another segment. Don't be shy.
When we adopt a shelter pet, we discover they're a unique mix of all kinds of things.
There it is. Keep going with it. Leo.
They're a little bit of a lot of things, but they're all pure love.
When I was in foster care, I never knew when I would have to move, so I always had my suitcase ready to go. Then one day, I was adopted. My new parents opened their hearts and home to me. My parents cook my favorite breakfast for me every morning. My parents take me on trips I never thought I would go on. They gave me a home and an even better reason to use that suitcase. My parents aren't perfect, but they're perfect for me.
You can achieve a lot using your imagination. I mean, I don't like to brag, but... Wait, who's that? And why is she all over these achievements?
It's time for Don't Be Shy. Today, we have our special guest, Joe, here to entertain us with some improv. And after that, we'll take a few minutes to hear what he has to say about his incredible gift.
My name is Joe Senegas, and I will be auditioning for Shrub number 3.
Thank you, Joe, for coming in.
Romeo and Juliet, the boy in the striped pajamas, my dad, and the President of the United States. Okay, so, right, oh, yeah, the outfit. So I'm like an oralogram. It's like a kissogram, but like oral. Because, like, you know, people pay me to go to people to tell them how they feel, because, you know, orally. Like, I'll be like, hey, are you like so and so? Yeah, Catherine loves you. Thank you for have fun with that. Can I get paid now? Okay, cool. But there was just one time that people misinterpreted what it is that I do, and let me tell you what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. But anyway, acting, right? Yeah. Drama. I have a monologue prepared. If I could just load it up. And okay, here we go. This is from Scrubs. Shut up, and shut up, okay? Who are you to people to give me advice about anything? All you do is, I can't say that word, about your relationships all day long. And you know what? Give Claire all you want, big dog, because I'm not afraid of you. Oh no, Jordan's only paying attention to the baby. That must be hard for a doctor. Look at me. Isn't that? Look at me. And you too. Come on, you're arguing since you got engaged? Wow, you're probably for the first couple that's ever done that ever. Can't be just because you're scared, is it? And you know what? Let's just forget that for 1 second that a month ago, you told me you couldn't be in a relationship with anyone, because for me, it's actually fun to watch you sabotage a relationship from the outside. It really is. Honestly, the only thing that gives me comfort, you guys, is while I'm sitting at home, staring at the ceiling, just wishing that I had someone to talk to, is that none of you idiots realize how lucky you are. Okay, now, comedy. Alright, now, musical talent. Right, so I wrote the song like a couple years ago about this dude that crawled underneath the stall when I was in the first grade. Alright, and, okay. A moment alone with you in a stall. A moment alone with you in a stall. You crawled underneath here, and now here we are. A moment alone with you in a stall. Okay, cool. So, I really hope that you consider me. Thank you for your time. And oh, it's not that kind of audition? Oh, then. Oh, you. Oh, okay. Okay. Thank you for your time. I really wish you all the best, and I hope to get the role of Shrub 3 the most. My second choice, probably the boy in striped pajamas. Maybe the corpse of Archduke Franz Ferdinand. But thank you. I have a monologue prepared. If I could just load it up. And okay, here we go. This is from Scrubs. Shut up, and shut up, okay? Who are you to people to give me advice about anything? All you do is, I can't say that word, about your relationships all day long. And you know what? Give Claire all you want, big dog, because I'm not afraid of you. Oh no, Jordan's only paying attention to the baby. That must be hard for a doctor. Look at me.
Thank you, Joe, for coming in and showing us your talent and taking the time to talk with us about it. Really interesting stuff. With that being said, let's move on to our next segment, Twisted Tea, where we will have a little tea on how to brew espresso.
So there you are, shuffling through a stack of resumes and you come to mine. This is it, first impression, my way in. But can my resume show you how I truly stand out? Like that I was studying, going to night school while working 2 jobs just to help my parents pay for groceries. Or being the first one to always step up. No, that's something you just can't put on paper. Look beyond the resume and discover new ways to develop great talent that is dedicated, hardworking, and determined like me.
I'm Zach.
I'm Nicole, and we're back, and we're taking our tea to go once again.
And we're gonna look for some Houston Astros fans if there's any of them left. Excuse me, does anyone like the Astros? Do you like the Astros? It's all right. It's okay. Big scandal going on. It's fine.
Typical.
We're trying to find some Houston Astros fans. I don't think there's any in
Looks
sight.
like there's none.
Excuse me, sir. Do you like the Astros?
You know, Astros are, I'm not really a big fan of the Astros. I'm more of a Mets fan. You know.
Alrighty, question number 1. The Incredible Hulk is a nice guy, but don't make him angry. Don't do it. What makes him so incredible? Is it A, he is a nice guy? Is it B, he's bilingual? Is it C, gamma radiation? Or is it D, he just wants to be incredible? That's just his shtick. That's what he wants to do.
I'm gonna go with C, gamma radiation.
That is correct. Good job. Only 3 more questions to go. Nicole's got the next one.
All right, which of these names is not the name of a Kardashian West child? A, Psalm, B, Saint, C, Chicago, or D, Culture?
Culture?
Oh, that is the correct answer. D,
I like
Culture.
Chicago. That's a cool city. That would be a cool son-daughter name, you know, whatever. All right, my question now. Question number 3. You know the popular trio known as Alvin and the Chipmunks, correct?
I do.
What are the other 2 names? Is it A, Bert and Ernie, 2, Eli and Leo, C, Simon and Theodore, or D, Simon and Garfunkel?
Simon and Theodore.
Very good. On to question 4.
All right. Which of these songs was ranked number 1 on the Billboard Hot 100 chart for 14 consecutive weeks in the year 2015? Were you born in the year 2015?
I was born by
Okay.
yes.
A, 679 by Fetty Wap. B, Love Yourself by Justin Bieber. C, Love Me Like You Do by Ellie Goulding. Or D, Uptown Funk by Bruno Mars.
I'm gonna go with Love Yourself by Biebs.
Oh, I'm sorry, that is the wrong answer.
You were so close.
It was D, Uptown Funk by
You
Bruno
know what?
Mars.
Here, we'll show him what he would have won. He would have got a bag of Dunkin'.
Oh, nice and
Just
early.
kidding, you lost.
And then he was just like, yeah,
Sir?
Okay. Do you like the Astros?
Sir?
Hey, do you like the Astros?
It's time to check out what's hashtag trending, where we talk to you about the latest and greatest topics, trends, and viral videos. Today, we are taking a look over on Twitter where things are always popping. If something's happening, it's happening on Twitter. Truth be told, the first thing I do when I wake up is check my Twitter to what I missed while I was sleeping. But this week, Twitter was blowing up with a bunch of different things. But one person caught the eyes of millions. Recently, there have been many tweets about someone going around challenging people to sing on the subway. Remember the song Shallow from the movie A Star Is Born? You know, Lady Gaga, Bradley Cooper, and all that? Yeah. Well, while I was scrolling through my feed, I stumbled upon the popular video on this British woman being challenged to sing Shallow, and that's exactly what she did. This woman owned that song, and her name is Charlotte Aubrey, and she's just incredible. Let's take a look.
Tell me something, girl. Are you happy in this modern world?
Or do you need more?
Wow.
Keep
going.
So hardcore.
Wow, you're really good. Keep going.
I'm off the deep end. Watch as I dive in. I'll never meet the ground.
Wow.
Crash through the surface where they can't hurt us. We're far from
Man, she knows how to sing. Not to be shallow or anything, but I believe I could do pretty well too. Now, I don't want to end this on a complete sour note, so I think I'll give it a rest with the jokes. This has been this week's edition of #Trending, where we bring you this week's trending topics, trends, and viral videos. And remember, the next trend is just a tweet away. Coming up next is Steven with Millennials.
Growing up where I did, a lot of things could have gotten in the way of my goals, but I learned to push through, and that's what I bring to work every day.
Thanks, Sincere. Now it's time for our segment, Millennials, a place where adults, parents, or even grandparents at home can find out what the latest trends are and how to stay up to date. So today, we're teaching you the top 5 millennial words you need to know how to say and use. To fit in, let's get started. First word we have is cap, which means to lie or say something else. Let's use it in a sentence. Devin, your playlist is really good, no cap. Easy, right? Now, next word, bet. To understand, acknowledge, or agree. So if someone says, hey, let's go to the party Saturday, you could be replying like, all right, bet. It's another way to say, okay, I'm down. Next word is brick. It's either to refer to the weather when it's extremely cold out and the air feels like it's hitting you, like a ton of bricks. So let's say that you want to know what the weather feels like. And you ask, hey, how's the weather? Someone then replies, oh man, it's brick outside. If so, make sure to get your jacket, hat, and scarf because that means it's going to be real cold. Next up, we have the word slow. Now, folks out there know it doesn't mean the speed that you're going. It's talking about the situation, it's looking bleak. So, there's no progress, there's not much hope. Really, that's something not worth doing. Here's an example. Man, I'm not gonna lie, this shift is looking pretty slow. Or, if someone says, do you want to work out today? But you're too tired and say, man, it's looking slow for me, dog. Finally, we have the word slide. To drop or to show up at another location. Let's say there's a word around town and everybody's going to a party. All you have to say is, oh, I heard there's a party going tonight. Mind if I slide through? Meaning you'll stop by. Well, all right, guys. Hopefully you take all of these words and start using them everywhere. Show us millennials, you still got it. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Alright guys, welcome to the first episode of Sugar Honey Iced Tea, where I try something new every week of the show here. My name is Gabe, I'm going to be your host today, and today we're trying Jenga. For the ones who don't know what Jenga is, it's just that block game. Basically one that you got to try to get it out from the bottom, see if you can stick it back up on top. Would I finesse or would I fail? Who knows? Let's go find out right now. Alright, as you guys just saw, wasn't the best outcome. Of course I cheated just kind of a little bit. You know, I used 2 hands. Of course that's not the rules. But I actually did pretty good, I believe so. If you think I failed, I failed. If you think I finessed, then you with my side right now. So stay tuned for next week to see if I finesse or fail for the next thing. Now back to the studio with Steven and Sincere.
Thanks for the laughs, Gabe. I hope you enjoyed trying Jumbo Jenga. I know I enjoyed watching you try. Can't wait to see what he tries next week, but unfortunately, we won't know for another week. So stay tuned for episode 2 of Tea Time, the variety show with pop culture, talent, and anything relevant to this day and age. Thank you for joining us. We'll see you next week.